So, it has been a while, alright? But yeah, I am in fact alive and not dead. And yeah, I've I've been a bit worried about all of this Frontier Legends that I've been cooking up lately, but it has been within a good reason. But I have to be sort of content here. My scheduling has not been up to par because well, for the first part, it is I've I've quite been burned down recently, and all the stuff that I've been saying in my Frontier Legends stuff has turned out not to be true. Other than that one little BTD Battles thing that I have been doing there, and after that, it's been just history, just nothing. Loud silence while I was sitting here and minding the frontier business, and for good reason. And I feel like I'm going to tell you this. I might rush all the frontier stuff from now on because at the time recording this and probably also uploading this unedited, unfiltered, just raw footage as it is right now, Ninja QES teased the Druid Paragon coming in BTD 6, and I might fear that at the same time they're also going to bring the Diamondback boss from the Frontier Legends into the base game itself, so you might have to experience an upload streak from me. That is, if I keep track of my own word, just so I can upload all the Diamondback encounters before the boss actually releases in the main game, without the need of purchasing Frontier Legends and all that. But also, it's because that, well, I've been quite distanced from the BTD battles for some good reason that some of you may not know, but yeah. But it's also, as I said earlier, the burnout from all the work that I've been having lately, and some personal issues that I've had going lately, and it's not been good for my physical. And it was better for me to, I don't know how to say it, stay low and not do anything while taking care of myself. But at the same time, scrolling through some of the media and some the servers that I am, just to unwind a bit. All is happening. I don't know. Nobody's perfect, just so it can be clear. Nobody's perfect. Not even I am perfect here. Even I struggle. The struggle is always there with me. Even if you say there's no thing. Yeah. Okay, but enough of all this. But yeah, as I said, Frontier Legends has been quite the experience so far, and I don't know, 3 or 4 videos left to edit out and to shorten it to commendable to most watchable timing. And yeah, I would be really glad for you to see my own journey through the frontiers, while all being more on the storyline more than just gameplay in general, because I thought their attempt to give us some lore across the game, while there's really not much of it to begin with, even with the blog posts and all that, hinting things on what the heroes can do, what monkeys can do, and I don't know, some other silliness going on over there. Commendable, approachable, and at the same time, I do kind of respect Nijiki for doing this, even if some stuff there is not up to par. As you may have known long ago, that Fightland has stopped production, and probably for good reason. It's been loathed universally, and even with some of the player base trying it out, the reception has not been there. From what I have heard, I've not played the game myself, but yeah, even with Tim Haywood working on the soundtrack, Fightland had sadly lost whatever it tried to be, and may it be a good reminder that some things need still work before going out to the real world, per se. I don't know what I'm saying here. you know, that's kind of the idea with all these, with this, live commentary. You're really slipping through and don't have time to edit. And I'm doing this as a service to you all, because, as I said, there was a big streak of Frontier Legends going on, and those were recordings all the way from December and January, alright? I've finished this series long before, and it's long before on January, or whenever the next update came out, 53, like February. And now we're in April, and as I said earlier, the Druid Monkey Paragon is coming, and and I might be on the fence that they're also going to release the Frontier boss into the mainline BTD 6. And with said update, you know, the cycle is going at it. We get a full 4 weeks sneak peek of the boss, while also tangling with it in the boss challenge mode on the days that it's not active in, just so we can get a clear view of what the boss's mechanics are in that situation. And I don't know, it's been since December that the boss has been Frontier exclusive, and half a year later it still has to be present in the mainline BT6. And I feel like what better time to do it than right now, right after this balance patch. And yeah, that's why I'm gonna come forward with the fair warning that I'm going to be focused on editing more Frontier Legends so I can get all the stuff done, and I would really appreciate it if you watched it all the way through from beginning to end. There is a playlist with all the current Frontier stuff that I have uploaded on YouTube, and is free to watch. I mean, of course it's free to watch, it's on YouTube, duh. But yeah, it's one of those DLCs that I have enjoyed, probably more than Rogue Legends from what some of you have witnessed last time. And I've said I was going to tackle more Rogue, but I didn't have the proper motivation to do so, even with all this updates. And probably, I don't know, if I'm going to be honest, I am going to check the update, if they're gonna update more on Rogue Legends, and probably gonna be worth checking out soon. But yeah, that's going to be invalid. But also, I'm not going to be doing all BTD 6 focus stuff, but I also want to do more of this BTD Battles modded stuff. Because you know, poor old me being retired from all the whatchamacallit, little old me being retired from regular battles, as my account has been flagged, and also I'm not really interested in doing just few games and all that, because of my, I don't know how to say, mental issues. Also, I don't know, easily triggered by some bull crap that I don't want to display publicly, because I could get really bad if things go really that awry. I don't know, it might be, might not be, but even if I'm gonna try to keep it as low as possible, it might skyrocket into something worse. I don't know. It's one of those self-awareness issues that has been around for who knows how long, even in the old days of YouTube. Little strippy old app myself. Even in one of those non-voiceable Battles 1 footages in boss arenas, I still remember that one. On Red Bloon, where I was before video editing softwares, I was like scrolling through all the soundtracks I had in my computer to make it seem like it's been one of those stupendously edited stuff, like raw, but again, it was still raw footage to an extent. Yeah. Enough of this recontemplation, and onto this little game that you may have watched and ignored me just babbling to myself. But yeah, this is one of those lonely kind of situations, you know, as we're in the lonely heart map from BTD 5, and now we're getting into some interactables. You know, last when I did the February update, I introduced 2 new token cards, specifically 2 towers from Bloons Card Storm. Well, not towers, 2 monkeys, but yeah, still the same thing. One of them is the Monkey Priestess, probably one of the very first confirmed female characters that I've basically ported from Card Store to fit a Beat Blues TD type of vibe, and I made it interactable with the Sun Avatar specifically, or Sun God in this game, you know? Because the Monkey Priestess is basically the downgrade to Adora. And I know a lot of you know who Adora is, the hype Monkey Priestess, tied to the Sun God and all that. And this Monkey Priestess is interacting with the Sun God. Basically, the base Priestess has the same base attack as Adora, Divine Bolt seeking, popping 5 Bloons. But if you get to the Sun Avatar, if you get a Sun, if you get a Sun God, all right. Remember which game you're on, Dave. If you get a Sun God near the priestesses, each priestess gets buffed with a passive that basically gives them more range, more pierce, and probably attack speed, and more divine bolts. Right, you see right now that the priestess fires 2 divine bolts at a time if you go with the Sun God. And that amplifies even further if you go with the temple of the Monkey God. Yep, you heard me. There's even higher interaction with the temple of all things. And it basically gives the priestess 3 divine bolts, a further increased range and attack speed and pierce. Basically making her better while you have super monkeys while you have specifically sun gods nearby. And it even applies to the Sun Terror, since technically it is half Sun God. And yeah, the combination is getting good. Okay, yeah. Raw footage, you gotta remember. Yeah, the compatibility with the Priestess and the Sun God and the Temple has been really thought throughout and possible as a token card. I mean, it could work as a standalone tower, but it's gonna be much more work. And no, I think I'm kind of doing a pseudo Bloons Card Storm kind of vibe to it, where I've been given a lot more token cards into consideration in this game. I mean, even then, it is Card Battles. Card Battle was supposed to be this varied arsenal of towers. And it doesn't matter if it's a standalone tower or something like a Sentry Gun or something. And that's kind of the vibe that's been going throughout right now. I mean, and yeah, even now I already have something planned. I might plan on doing another standalone tower. Don't quote me on that too much. It is a possibility, or more so as a concept, you know, as one of those early tower designs that used to be, well, I don't know how to say, that was thought throughout, but in the end of the day, community voting has made it the more tricky to decipher. Basically, I was thinking of I don't know what I was thinking of, but looking back at the community vote for Star Captain Jericho, there was 2 other Jericho alternates that were conceptualized by Ninja Key themselves. One of the Monster Hunter Jericho and Wastelander Jericho. I think the Wastelander theme stuck to me the most, other than the Star Captain, and probably that's why I voted it in the community post. Yeah, I'm one of those minorities that have voted for that kind of Jericho. You can sue me if you want. But yeah, I think the Wastelander one had the potential of being like one of those pseudo sabotage power inspired Jerichos that sent some like more blues or hindered some of the towers, which in the end became kind of like a baseline for Fate Weaver Adora, because she has an ability where it basically speeds balloons that are within your own hero's range. And that can be deadly depending where you place your hero, but if it is someone like Benjamin, that barely even matters. But yeah. I got sidetracked about all this because of the monkey creases, but yeah, the other token card that has been added in XtraCards is basically an extra super monkey. Yes, there's an extra super monkey, a tier more extra, or a tier higher than the super monkey that we know and love today. Because why not? Super monkeys gotta have that giant ego, as you've seen from Bloons Adventure Time and whatnot. And it works for this type of super monkey. Basically, this extra super monkey, as I said, is like an epic range super monkey, but its darts are also splody darts that explode on at the end of their lifespan, or after they've wasted all of their pierce. Basically, if the Super Monkey Fan Club Dart Monkey had the darts, has the splody darts equipped to itself all the time. And that was the thing in BTD 5 Flash, that Super Monkey Fan Club transfer Dart Monkeys all had explody darts to go with their kit, and it was really strong, especially if you triggered multiple Super Monkey Fan Clubs at once. That was basically making it a hyper monkey per se. And I'm not joking. Those splody dart super monkeys were tearing through, especially if you had MIB in them. Because those splody darts are basically explosive. Yeah, explosive damage, no duh. And that was not it when it comes to handling zebra balloons. While the triple darts themselves were sharp enough to tear through the black balloons, if that zebra balloon was outside the dart's range, it could tank that explosion like it was nothing. Yeah, and we're not stopping there. There is this Bloons Adventure Time inspired heroic morale ability, which buffs both Dart and Super Monkeys. Dart Monkeys could get extra speed, and Super Monkeys could get extra range of pierce, similar to how Dora does in the Battles 2. And the fun doesn't stop there. We got a heroic morale. The kind of ability, I forgot how it is. I think it is like a heroic, like God damn it, heroic support or whatever. I know I've noted it in somewhere else, but yeah, it's basically one of those abilities that is an infinitely better Super Monkey Fan Club. Like it affects every single Dart Monkey on the screen to be a Super Monkey. It's turned to a Super Monkey, but it has to be a non-spikeable Dart Monkey to be able to do that. It lasts longer, and this ability also affects Super Monkeys on the screen. Just not the extra super ones, with the extra pierce for the same amount of time. And on top of that, the extra super monkey itself deals double damage for that short period of time when it is active. But yeah, can't get any extra super than that. I think it's priced somewhere along probably a base Robo Monkey, because it probably has the same amount of firepower plus the amount of buffs it has. It is probably good, but at the same time, it is extra. Right? It is an extra Super Monkey. That was pretty much a given. And yeah, it's alright. I did send myself a ZOMG because I want to get a little extra challenge on myself, and also I don't want to extend this video for as long as it is, because it is a late game kind of deal, but I also wanted to speak more freely. At the same time, I wanted to get a little free speech here. Also, if you see here, this little blue decal right here is also part of the mod. It's one of those OG Ninja Kiwi clan decals that you could have had. Basically, there was like 13 or 11, 13 different clans that you had to that you were part of, and there was some contest there, but since Flash is dead now, that barely even matters. But at least I had the heart to basically preserve this type of knowledge across a fan mod, because you know, I was even to this day, I still remember that I was part of the Watchers. Basically, yeah, this clan that you see the decal for. I mean, it was nothing major. It was just some cosmetic stuff, purely. And these clan decals were also part of the Flash version of Battles. You were able to either rep the clan that you're in, or rep one of those clans that you kind of liked better or worse than the clan you were in. And that was kind of part of the deal. Yeah, round 44. All right. And as we tear down through all these OMGs, we are getting to the next set of rounds. The custom rounds are right here. The XtraCards custom rounds that are going to be a terror. A technological terror. Alright, you see what I did there? Okay. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about all there is to it with this random ass speech. Here, I know some people in the distance have wanted to see more BTD Battles. I don't know if they wanted to see some actual battles or modded battles or whatever, but I was stuck to the modded battles spin because that's what I at least enjoyed seeing or playing for myself. Kind of sounds grim. Maybe that's why I also chose the map Lonely Heart. The loneliness never stops, even in your dreams. Alright, that kind of got a little dark. So let's grind this up a bit. But yeah, summary of what I've gone through. Yeah, Druid Paragon, a lot of Frontier editing coming from now on. Just wanted to drop this battles video to show that I do like to get some variety going every once in a while. But yeah, I've been kind of stuck in this limbo of trying to edit some of the Frontier Legend stuff that I've put on hold for 3 whole months. All right. That's what you call being lazy on YouTube, but also the burnout that I've been experiencing, some personal issues that I had, and also, you know, just working on all the real stuff here. I'm just gonna do a little damage boost, you know, just to see, yeah, you know, you see all this orangey red fiery aura for the damage boost. That's also one of those extra perks that you get if you play XtraCards that you don't get to see this in normal battles. That's one of those special perks that I've given just to differentiate and put more of a spin to the damage boost that we all love to hate. And yeah, a lot more OMGs coming away, damage boosts and the neutral Bloons. Soon we're gonna witness all those DDTs. We're gonna have to see if those DDTs are going to be harmful, or if we're gonna take them down easily. But yeah, another one of those 23-minute gameplay reasons. Yeah, typical. But this one is more BTD Battles than BTD 6. So there's at least something going on here. Okay, yeah, those mods are going really far. I said I was going to witness the DDTs going, but yeah, oh wow. Yeah, this Lonely Heart is going places, and probably for a good reason. Also, I don't know if that OMG is already, yeah, this mod is already going for another spin. Let's get some more Spike Storms. And yeah, my money is getting scarce, but we're still holding on there. One more damage boost to go. We can activate some of those Bloon Annihilations, but yeah, I sure damn hope you enjoyed watching this video for just for a little change of pace. But yeah, I you know, I kind of enjoyed playing through on making this mod. Just so you know, yeah, next year XtraCard is gonna be 10 years old, and I don't know, it has been quite a wild ride for what it was worth for them in there, and then maybe in the future, but yeah, you know, it is getting really deteriorating, uh, because, you know, as you grow older, you kind of distance yourself from some things. I mean, that's kind of how life goes in general. Get something and then you, I don't know, get a bit of revelation going on. Yeah, classic stuff right here. Some classic old XtraCards late game of the Lonely Heart. But I feel like I've been through Lonely Heart in a previous Battles video, and I don't know, it's kind of one of those hell of a coincidences that I've had. I swear wasn't intentional. I just had one of those occurring, how do you call it, deja vus. I had one of those deja vus that probably happened that I have played through Lonely Heart in the last Battles video that I made. It's also modded, but also yapping about something, or probably wasn't Lonely Heart, but I'd like to think that it was, or maybe. Actually, yeah, since I'm here, I'm going to witness something while I'm going through round 50. Alright, I think I'm gonna send some more energies in my way. Alright, I'm just gonna build some more income, and once round 51 starts, we're going ham. Okay, double spike storm. We'd love to see it. Yeah, okay, let me just see. Oh yeah, no, 2 months ago, and it was on Treble Clef for the mountain, the mountain thing from Buck City that I'm also ported in this mod. Yeah, crazy stuff. Alright, that's gonna be it. Round 51 is happening right now. Oh boy, this looks like it's gonna be one of those huge Moab DDT rounds from BTD 6. Alright, there it is. Yep, and as I was saying, the DDT designs, the Moabs, the BFBs, the added extras for all the Bloons to go. And I'm noticing how many Bloons I've sent before getting to the real deal of the challenge. What you gonna do? Alright, it's gonna be quite the 28 minutes of me yapping about it. One last damage boost here, and probably going to end it on a sweet note, because, you know, if after all the frontier stuff going on, I do plan on doing a lot more. It's just gonna be one of those matters of time, so that I can actually put a good balance on all my responsibilities and such. It's also one of those tropes that I kind of struggle to maintain. And yeah, one of those deals that's gonna be hard to manage in the future. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed me yapping and seeing what I'm gonna do for the future of this channel. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving a like. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and watch. And feel free to watch any other type of video that you're encountering in this channel. I've also planned to do some more zombie assault stuff once Zombie Assault Resurgence comes to play. And also more BT6 and Battles 2 maybe, I don't know, but yeah, that's going to be it for me. Signing off. I'll see you next time. Love you all. Peace.